Like I said the other time, the other class, we had Introduction to Data Analytics, where I tried to share with us the type of data that we can work with, qualitative, quantitative, and what have you. So today we'll be starting with one of the data analytics tool, which is Excel. Excel is one of the data analytics most commonly used, one of the data analytics that is most commonly used. So we'll be dealing with Excel today. And for some of us that we did not submit the assignment I gave, I've pardoned you. So no problem. So we'll be dealing with Excel. And the very first thing I'm going to show us is some of the common errors in Excel and how to tackle them. So let me just share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
You only see your car.
Don't worry. I'll bring it up now. Okay, this is it. Okay, beautiful. Common errors in Excel. We have 6 major errors in Excel. The meaning and how to tackle them. The first one, it's when you see something like this hashtag, it means that the column is not wide enough. Sorry? Hello?
Hello. All right, your screen is up now.
Can you also? The screen is up,
Alex.
Yes. Can you all see my screen? If you can see my screen, can you give me a thumbs up, please?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes.
Beautiful. Who else can see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Beautiful. So, common errors in Excel. The very first one is when you see this hashtag, it means the column is not wide enough to display the values. The column is the simplest.
I can see your screen.
Beautiful. Is the simplest error that can be dealt with. The simplest error of them all. It's like this. Let's assume you have something like this. You can see something like this. That's the first error. And what you need to do is just it's either you double click it or you drag it out. To solve this error, it's either you double click this corner or you drag it out so that you have enough space to contain the values in there. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is hashtag name ? That means Excel does not recognize the text in a formula. Excel does not recognize the text in a formula. As we go on, we'll be dealing with all these errors. So how do you resolve that? Make sure the function names are correct. The reference, spellings, and quotation marks are valid.
I meant the people that applied. Is it repair?
The third one.
Laptop.
Sorry, can that person
What about laptop?
Mute his mic, please?
Okay. Yes, you did send to the no one. Once you are done, don't worry.
Hello. Beautiful. So the third one is hashtag value exclamation mark. Formula has the wrong type of argument. Formula has the wrong type of argument. So how to resolve it? Check that formula is not trying to perform math operation on strings or cells formatted as strings. This happens when you are trying to merge string data type and probably a numeric values together. So you have something like this. So the next one is hashtag div/0 exclamation mark. That formula is dividing by 0 or an empty cell. It's like when you want to divide a particular cell, you are using 0 as your denominator. So it's going to trigger this kind of error. Then the fifth one is ref, hashtag ref exclamation mark. Formula So the next one, ref error. That is, formula refers to a cell that is not valid.
So we can't
What
see
this simply means is,
I can't see the presentation. I don't know what
okay,
are you doing.
let me check. Let me check it again, please. I think this stuff went off the other time. Can you see my screen now? Hello?
No.
I can
Yeah,
see
good. The screen is up now. So
No,
the fifth error is...
Are you presenting anything?
Your screen is not up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's on
It's
now.
up.
It's on now.
It's up.
It's up now.
Good. I think it was network. It was a bit delayed. Good. Now, the fifth error is ref error. In a situation whereby when one cell or a column depends on another cell, and the cell that it depends on has been removed. So how do we tackle that? Make sure that you did not move, delete, or replace cells that are referenced in your formula. So if any of your cell is being referenced by another cell, you should not move it, you should not delete it or replace it. So the next one is formula can't find a ref value that is not available. Not available. Probably what you are trying to refer is not, a reference is not available. So check that all reference and formula arguments evaluate properly. All this, we are going to tackle them as we proceed. Okay, some other ones, all of this, these are other topics that we are going to deal with. So let me just quickly go to our Excel. A lot of people did this and they got it right, but I want to believe that some people made slightly mistakes in their total. Yeah, in their total. A lot of people made mistakes in their total, in their final total. Okay, as you go on, you see it. So the first one is 8% of the basic salary, it's health insurance, right? Equals to this multiplied by 8%. Are we seeing it?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is 5%. Why the next one is 5.5%.
Sorry, Odiolu.
Yes, please.
But now you're using some formulas, but I hope you understand it's not everybody that knows all these formulas you're putting up, because I don't know these formulas.
I've not really done anything. What I'm doing is basic maths. It's just basic maths, what I'm doing now. And I'm sure everybody understands basic maths. 20,000 multiplied by 8%.
Of course, but I'm seeing equals to B2. Yes, I know the basic
Don't
maths.
worry, I will explain. Don't worry, I will explain that. I will explain
All right.
it. Don't worry, I will explain it. Then the next one, multiplied by 12%. Then this multiplied by 7.5%. Now, let me come back to what you call my attention to. Excel is built on cell referencing. There's what we call cell referencing. It's a topic we are going to deal with. I pray time permits us tonight. We will get there this evening. Excel is built on what is called cell referencing. And it makes life easy for us as a data analyst. Instead of calling B2, we could as well say 20,000 directly. We could as well say 20,000 directly. It will still give us 1,600. But the implication of that is this. If anything happens to this 20,000, if, let's assume tomorrow Buhari says he's no longer collecting 20,000, I want to be collecting 40,000. See what happens. Look at what is going to happen. Let me change all this one also to 20,000. You can see that I've not done any mago, right? Can we all see this? It's still the same answer that we've gotten. Now, if tomorrow Buhari says he's no longer collecting 20,000 naira, I want to increase his basic salary to 40,000 naira. Let's see what happens. So I've increased Buhari's salary to 40,000. Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, beautiful. Now, if our data set is larger than this, and we've worked on all these columns, let's assume we have about tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people on our payroll, and we've done this, and we have to do increments on their basic salary, which is going to reflect on health insurance, transportation, feeding, housing, and the tax. That means we will have to do the calculation manually on all of them. I don't know if you're getting my point. We are going to do the calculation manually on all of them. So it's going to be tasking, it's going to take our time, as in, it's going to be time consuming, it's going to be overwhelming. Okay? So that's where Excel introduced cell referencing to make your work, as in to make it automatic. Okay, so let me go back to what it was when we use B2. Okay, when I use the actual value and I change the basic salary to 40,000, nothing happens to all those respective columns. That means I will have to use that 40,000 on each and every one of those columns, right?
Hello.
But now I'm using
Hello.
Please,
can you do something about the background noise, knowing fully well that this meeting is being recorded, and that would.
Oh, so sorry.
Thank you.
Hold on, please. Hello. Can I go on, please?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you. Can you still see my screen?
Yes. Yes, we can. I can.
Okay, good. Okay.
I cannot see your screen.
All right. So, like I was saying,
Hello. I cannot see that your screen has gone off.
Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
I can see your screen.
I can see your screen.
Hello?
Hello?
Let me share my screen again, please. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, I can
I
see
can
now.
see SK.
Okay, beautiful. So like I was saying the other time, if we use the salary, if we use the figure to perform the calculation, if anything happens to those values at the end of the day, maybe in another, maybe the following year or 2 years after, or when the company wants to increase the salary, that means we have to do the calculation all over again. So if we are doing that, we are not different from the accountants. So sorry for the accountant in the house. You get? So we need to work smart and think like Excel. Okay, it's supposed to take effect automatically. So that's where cell referencing comes in. So if you use cell referencing to perform your calculations, if anything happens to those values, it's going to take effect automatically. And I'm going to show it to you now. Now we've used cell referencing here, which is B2. The cell we are referencing is this column B. That's what has the basic salary of all these people. So let's assume that Buhari changes his salary to 40,000. Look at it closely, please. Can you see what happened? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Can you see what happened?
Yeah.
Or if you had not used cell reference, you will have had to do it one after the other. Okay? And somebody may want to ask, what is this cell reference all about? Don't worry, it's just a matter of time. We'll soon be there. The third sheet has what is called cell referencing. It's an old topic, so we are going to deal with it. Okay. So I will just use what is called fill handle, autofill, to fill in the remaining values. Can we all see that? So if you have hundreds of thousands, values, you said?
Hello, what I know is just to click and drag that. I don't know this auto filling. Can I see the way you did?
Okay, let me Control Z. You see, when you click your cell, you see this tiny arrow, this tiny box, sorry, not arrow, this tiny square. Can you see it? Hello?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see. So just double click it. If that row, if you have 1 million rows, just double click it. It's going to fill it automatically. Then another way you can do that is you highlight everything and do Control D.
Okay.
So it's still the same thing. It's still autofill. It's either you call it autofill or you call it fill handle. Fill handle. Are we good?
Yes.
Beautiful. So now let's quickly do our total. The total is equals sum. There's a function in Excel that helps us to get the aggregate value. That's the sum, the total. So it is called sum. Sum, then you highlight all this, all your values. or you come to this side, AutoSum. Can you see AutoSum towards the extreme right? Hello? So when you click that AutoSum, but we are not taking up to B18. We stops at B16. So just double click it, and the guy had filled it. Then use your fill and do again to fill this. Any question about that? Hello?
Can you come again on that AutoSum?
Okay. AutoSum is here. The cell that you want to sum all your values in, the cell that you want to place your value, the total in, you click inside there. When you click inside there, then you click your AutoSum. So AutoSum, we pick all of them. You pick all those values. You get, it's going to pick all of them. You can see that it's AutoSum that highlighted all of them automatically. But this guy picks B2 to B18, but we're not using up to B18. You just edit it to B16. Then you hit enter. Okay? Or you use the shortcut. There's a shortcut. Alt. There's a key on your keyboard. Alt equality sign. Alt and equality sign also works like AutoSum. Any question? Any question based on that? Okay, good. The next question says we should find the minimum value.
Last week. And then,
good evening.
because I went through hell doing this thing. Good evening, sir.
You said?
I said, you didn't show this trick last week. I went through hell.
Oh, you did it manually. Hey, yeah. So sorry about that.
Of course, not everybody.
Not
everybody.
That's why you're in this class. That's why you're in this class. Yeah,
I went through hell, man.
That's why you're in this class. Yeah, so sorry. Okay, so let's go. The next one is minimum. We are asked to find the minimum of the basic salary. Okay, so equals, there's a function called minimum, equals min, M-I-N. So just tab it, opens the brackets, and we know that we have B2 to B16. Then it will pick the minimum value. If you check all the basic salary, I think Yemi is one any less, as in the least amount is Yemi. I hope it's not Yemi Oshibaju anyway.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Okay. I can't hear you anymore.
Hello? I don't know why Zoom keeps going off.
No, can you
So-
hear you now?
Okay, beautiful. The minimum, let me take it again, please. Equals mean. That's MIN. Then our value starts from B2 to B16. So 15,000 is the minimum. 15,000 is the minimum. Then with the help of our Philando, we just autofill, we drag it down. Then we get that. The next one is maximum, max. B2 to B16. That gives us a maximum. Then the next one is average. B2 to B16. You can see that Excel has some functions that makes life that make life easy for us, especially when we are doing calculations. Excel provides us with some functions that make life easy. Hello? I should move on.
Hello. So on this note, I have a question. At the beginning of the class, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you are back. I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know why Zoom keeps as in. I don't know why Zoom is messing up this evening. I'm just like, maybe we should move to Google Meet. But let's move on, please. The only issue I will have is I won't be able to record on Google Meet.
But last week, I think on Sunday, we did not experience what we are experiencing today.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Zoom. Okay, let's just move on, please. Okay. Does anyone have any questions so far with the total, minimum, maximum, and average that we've done so far?
Someone wanted to ask a question earlier before you.
Okay, go ahead, please.
No, it's not me. I think I had somebody trying to ask a question.
Hello. Does anyone have any question, please? Before I move on. Okay. In the absence of that, now let me quickly take this total. The total is I noticed that everybody made these mistakes. It's just a minor mistake. Tax is not supposed to be part of our salary. It's not supposed to be part of our take home. We are meant to take it out. It's for the government. So what we are meant to do is we are meant to sum the whole of this and take away the tax, which is this. Hello? Did you get that part?
Please take it again.
Okay. Equals sum these guys minus the tax. Then I use my fill and do. Can you see the formula, please?
Hold on.
Are we good? Can I move on?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And if you check this total should be equals to this guy.
Hello, you're gone again.
So if you check this total, they're supposed to be the same thing.
We can't see
I
your
can't
screen.
see your screen.
Oh, okay. Let's hold on. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you can see the value. This and this. You can see that they are the same. Any question with that? No question, right? Okay, beautiful. Thanks. So let me quickly move on to the next one, country and revenue. We can get these guys solved in two ways. We can use the conventional way, and we can use Excel functions to get them sorted. So to get them solved, the first thing, the question says, group the data
sorry, Dede, can I take you back a
according
bit?
to country. Hello?
Sorry, can I take you back one step?
Hello?
Please? Can you hear me?
Okay, what's that, please?
All right, just the last
I'm with you.
confirmation
I'm
did.
listening.
The last confirmation you did on total. Can you just do that again?
Okay. This one?
Yes.
Okay. Equals sum this guy up to this guy minus this guy. Is that okay?
Okay. All right. All right, that's cool. Thanks. All right, let's go on. Thanks.
Hello?
We're here.
Okay. I think that one was okay, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, good. So let me just move on to the next one. As I was saying, we can employ two different methods to solve this problem. We can use sort and filter to solve this problem. So how do we apply sort and filter on our table? It's very simple. Just click on any of the header, on any of the headers of your table. Then you go to the extreme right under Home tab. You see AZ, sort and filter. You see something like a funnel. You can see something like a funnel. It is called filter. So once you click on it, it's going to put a drop-down menu on all the header, on all the headers of your table. You can see it. That means we've put filter on that. So
which of the parameters did you click on?
Filter.
Filter, okay, right. Got it.
Hold on. I click on one of the headers, which is customer. Then I went to this place. I went to this place and I clicked that thing that has funnel icon. It is called filter. So when I click it again, it takes it out. When I click it once, then applies it. It puts it on the header.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
So we
that's
are
fine.
asked to group the data according to country and find the total revenue. So let's first of all use the conventional way to solve this problem, which is the country. Let's pick Austria first, which is this. So all the things that this guy has selected is Austria. So we can now come here and do what? And find the total for the total revenue for the country of Austria, which is 92,444. Okay, so we can do that for all the countries.
Sorry, I'm not getting Austria on my own file.
Is there? It's there. I'm
Click on the
using the same
drop down,
file I
right?
sent. Yes. Then you deselect all. Then you can now select Austria alone.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Very good. Thank you. So the limitation of this is if you have a
Hello,
larger
John.
data set. Yes, please.
Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know. I'm not sure my own. I have this file you're using to make. I thought that file is
You do?
plastic you're using.
Yes, it's the same file.
But I can't get this.
It's one of the sheets, the second sheet.
What I'm seeing on my second sheet is data set worksheet, not customer master.
No, that means click the arrow key. Must have been hidden. It's the same data set I sent. It's the same file, working file that I sent to the group. You got your file from the group, right?
Yes. Now that data analysis working file.
Yes. So it must have been hidden. Must have been hidden.
I've seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it. Okay, good. Beautiful. So the limitation of this is if you have a larger data set, that means we have to be doing it one after the other. So it's going to take us some time. Okay. So what we are going to do is this.
I don't think your screen is up again. Your screen is gone, Diodo.
Hello.
We're here, but your screen is off. You're not sharing your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet. From my hand, anyway.
Can you all see my screen now?
Nope.
Can you see the screen now? Hello.
Not yet. Just the icon saying Adelo has started sharing screen sharing.
How about now?
Same thing.
Are you the only one not seeing my screen, or everybody is not seeing my screen? Is it everybody that is not seeing my screen?
Yes, I'm not seeing your screen.
Ah,
Wait. Hello.
okay. Okay, let me reshare. Let me reshare the screen. How about now? Is it better now?
Nothing. Nope. Just your logo. That's all. Nothing.
You can see it now.
You can see it now. Beautiful. Can you all see my screen now, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, if we have a larger data set, it's going to take us a longer time before we can start to find the total revenue for each and every one of those countries. So Excel has provided us with sorry, can we mute? So Excel has provided us with some lovely functions.
Your screen is gone again.
I can't see your screen.
It's up.
You can't see the screen.
Is it better now?
It's fine now.
Sorry, who is that? Is it better now?
Yes, you're back.
Beautiful, thank you. Now, Excel has provided, has made available for us some lovely functions that will make life easier for us as a data analyst. One of them is sum if, and that's what we are going to be using. Now, let's check how many countries that we have. We have Austria, Germany, Switzerland, UK, and then USA. So let's type them out. USA, Austria, UK, Germany, Switzerland, I think that's all. Hello. So let me sort this. Beautiful. Now, want to use a function called SUMIF to help us to calculate the revenue for each and every one of these countries. Okay, equals to SUMIF. The difference between SUMIF and the normal sum function is just the if. That is, this SUMIF comes with a condition, while the other sum is just ordinary sum, just to get the aggregate value. But with this SUMIF comes with a condition, and it accepts.
Excuse me.
Hello, I'm with you.
Yeah, please. To you sorting out the country tab now, you use the filter, right?
I didn't get you.
Did you use the A to Z filter to sort out the country?
Yes. I highlighted all of them plus the header. Then I sorted it A to Z.
All right.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, SUMIF takes 3 arguments. The first one is range, criteria, then sum range. The range is the column that hosts our criteria. The criteria is each one of these countries. Then the sum range is the revenue, the value we want to sum together. Let me take it again. The range is the column that hosts all the country. The column that hosts all the countries. Then the criteria is each one of the countries. Each one of the country is the criteria. So the range is this column country, comma, Austria, comma, the column of the revenue. Hello?
Please do that again.
Let me do it again. Equals SUMIF, the range column, comma, the criteria, which is the Austria, comma, the revenue column. 92,440. So let me select Austria from here, and let's find the value, the total. Can you see that it's the same thing? Hello?
Man, you have to, I think you need to slow down some flip moves you are doing here and there.
Okay. No. I just tried to use the filter. You know, we did it earlier.
Yeah.
Just to compare the value so that you people can see that it's the same thing. Hello?
Right here.
Okay. I should take it again.
Well, if you can.
Okay.
I don't need others.
Okay. We are making use of SUMIF function, and it takes 3 arguments. The first one is range, the second one is criteria, while the third one is sum range. The range is the column that hosts all the countries. The criteria is each one of these countries, each one of them is a criteria. And the sum range is the revenue that we want to sum together. Hello?
With you.
Okay, beautiful. So the column, the first one, which is the range, is this, comma, the criteria, which is Austria, one of the criteria anyway, comma, the sum range, which is the revenue. Then with the help of Philandoo, You got all of them. Any question?
No question.
So I should move on. Beautiful. So the next one.
Can you do that
Hello?
fill handle again? Can you do the fill handle again? All right, thanks.
Okay, good. Now, the second question says we should count the number of times each country appears. Number of times each country appears. So we are going to use another function called count if. Count if. Count with a function, sorry, with a condition. Count with the condition. So count if takes two arguments. It takes two parameters, range and criteria. From the idea of sum if takes three parameters, range, criteria, and sum range. So by now we know we have an idea of what the range is and what the criteria is. So the range is our country column, comma, each of the country, which is Austria. Did we get that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I don't have to go back.
I have a
It's
question.
well understood. Sorry?
I have a question.
Okay, sir.
In the
Sorry,
course
who
of-
am I? Sorry, who am I speaking with? Who is
This
this?
is George Ogbele.
Oh, Mr. George. Okay.
I noticed that when we are capturing the range for the country,
Okay.
it started from row D1.
Okay. I pick the whole of this column,
Yes,
right?
yes, the whole of the row.
Okay, like this.
Column, yes.
Okay.
What about in a situation you have one of the countries there?
I didn't get you, sir. Sorry, I didn't get you.
Okay. What about in a situation where you have one of the countries above the heading? Don't you think that is going to increase the number of the country without a value?
Okay. What if I may get your question correctly, you are saying that what if I have a country
US, yeah.
like somewhere around here?
Yes.
Okay, there's no how you do a table and you have value outside your table. Did you get it? We consider this as the header.
Okay.
You get, and every other thing starts after the header. Did you get it?
Yeah, yes, I'm with you. In a situation where you have a country above the header and that role is hidden, maybe you forgot that there's something there, you just hid that place. And in the course of doing, you now notice that it's above the number of this against the value. So how are you going to, because I was thinking maybe we are going to consider from the country, from the heading down. That's what I'm thinking.
Is the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. The thing is this. Excel is very smart. Excel is very smart. If there are some functions in Excel that, for instance, if you want to count all of this, we have a function called count.
Mm-hmm.
Count will not count this for you. Let me do that so that you see. Count. You can see. Are the cells empty? Hello?
I'm with you.
Are the cells empty?
No.
So why did he give us 0?
Probably because it's word.
Because they are not numeric values.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yes.
But there's another function that can do that for us, which is count A.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see that, sir?
Yes. Count A.
So all these functions, they see more than the eye can see.
Okay.
Did you get it, sir?
I'm with you.
Whether you highlight it like this, or you pick it from here, it's going to count what you ask it to count. It's not going to mistakenly take either as part of the country or taking something outside the table as part of the. Did you get it, sir?
Yes, I'm with you.
Beautiful. Thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Any other question, please? Did we get this? I'm just trying to do the correction of the assignment. Are we good?
Yes.
Are we all on the same page?
I'm okay.
Good. So I can move on to the next topic. Hello?
From my side, I'm fine. We can move on to the next topic.
Okay. What about
Hello?
others, please? Hello,
Yeah,
yeah?
hello.
Yes,
Please, I missed something about the count if. Please, can you redo it, please?
Count if.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Sorry,
you
who am
said-
I speaking? Sorry, who is this?
Olani,
Oh, okay. The count if, right?
yes.
Okay, let me take it again. Count if it's count if accepts 2 arguments or 2 parameters, which is the range and the criteria. And from our knowledge of some if accepts 3 criteria, 3 arguments or 3 parameters, range, criteria, and the sum range. So this only accepts 2, which is the range and criteria. Range is the column that hosts a country, while criteria is each one of these countries. Okay?
All right.
And it gives us that. Then with the help of Philandou, we got the remaining values.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I get
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. So I can move on to the next one.
Yes.
Thank you. So this takes us to the next topic, cell referencing. Cell referencing.
Sorry, Mr. Delu, just want to ask a question.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, and this last one. that
The
we
count
just did
if.
now.
The count if, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
sir.
Okay. And for example, when I did the assignment, I used pivots.
You use pivot table.
Yes, table.
Yeah. Okay.
Though the essence of the training is for someone to know the shortest route possible.
Yes.
So I don't know which
I'm
one
with
is
you,
better
sir.
out of the 2.
Which one is better?
Yes, when somebody is dealing with a large data set now.
Okay. The thing is this: the pivot is a little bit longer. To me, this is straightforward. Pivot is longer.
Okay.
You get, sir?
Yes.
Before you highlight everything, you convert it to a table. You take it to pivot table before you now start to do your. It's longer.
Okay. Okay.
CANTIF is straightforward.
Okay.
It's just
Okay,
one
thank you, sir.
function. You're welcome, sir. Okay, thank you. So cell referencing. If you understand cell referencing very well, you've how do I put this now? You've gotten like 50% of what Excel is all about. Excel is built on cell referencing. Excel is built on cell referencing. And like we all know, Excel is in rows and column. Excel is in rows and column. The numbers are the rows, while the alphabets are the columns. Numbers are the rows, alphabets are the columns. Where the alphabet and the number meet, the intersection of the row and the column is called a cell. The intersection of the row and the column. Let's look at it. For instance, this is column A. Where this A and 1 meet. Okay, let me bring it here. Where this A and this 4 meet is here. This is a cell. Each one of these boxes, each of these boxes, each one of them is called a cell. And that's the intersection of the row and the column. And if you want to get the reference of that cell, it's going to be the combination of the alphabet and the number. For instance, if you want to get the reference of this box I'm in now, it's going to be B4. B4. So that's it. That the reference is like the identifier, the ID of that cell. The reference, the cell reference is the ID of each one of these cells, and is a combination of alphabets and the numbers. Are we getting my point? Are we following? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Good. Now, cell referencing in Excel. We have
Yes,
three
let's
types
go.
of cell referencing. So that's why I put it by the side. In fact, I put it in red. Cell referencing. The first type is relative cell referencing. The second type is absolute cell referencing. The third type is mixed cell referencing. So we are going to deal with the three of them. All this word I've been using, Philandu. We've been using relative cell referencing. We've been using relative cell referencing all along. So by default, Excel is built on relative cell referencing by default. How do I mean? If you look at, let me take us a little bit further, a little bit backward. All the calculations we did here, we use relative cell referencing. We only did it for just this one, and we use Philandu. We drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. That's because Excel thinks, okay, by you applying autofill, you are telling me that you have values in column B and column C, and you want me to apply the previous functions or previous formula to all those values. And that's why if you look at it, if you look at this function, this is B2, this one is B2. If you come down a bit, it's B3. If you come down, B4. If you come down, B5. I thought probably somebody will ask me, why? Hello?
Hi, Delu.
Yes, please.
Hello, please. This is Oladi again. Yes. Please,
Okay.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
On this sheet that we just worked on earlier, the one with the assignment.
Okay.
So I want to ask because I've worked on Excel before and I see that sometimes you just type in the figures, but this sign, this Naira sign is not coming out. So how come it's coming out here? Yeah, please.
Okay. Let me just show you. Let me just show you.
Please.
You have the Naira sign there.
Yeah.
It's just the accounting. Then you look for Nigeria. So this is 242567. So just come in here. This is come to this general sign. Drop this sign. Currency. From currency, then you can now drop this guy, this dollar. You know, automatically it's going to give you dollar. So when you click this drop sign, you look for more accounting formats.
Okay.
So when you do more accounting formats, then you click this drop down arrow. Then you look for Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Kanuri, Yoruba, any one of them. Edo, any one of them that you select is going to give you Naira.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
If you had used, I think 2003, 2007, I'm not sure Naira was there. I think they started putting it from 2010.
Yes.
2010. They started putting it since 2010. So can we move on now?
Yes.
Thank you. So by default, Excel is built on relative cell referencing. Okay. Now we are used to relative cell referencing. So I'm going to start from absolute cell referencing. Okay. So I will do that. I will shed more light on that by tackling this question. The question says, determine savings from February to June if monthly growth rate is 10% using absolute cell referencing. We don't need to be told that we should use absolute cell referencing before we know what we need to use. But I'm going to show us. Now, the stuff is equals to, this is our principal, the amount, okay? Multiplied by the percentage, which is this. One of these commercial banks, and they've promised us 10% increase every month. 10% increase every month. So in the month of February, now the money has increased to $110. So if we use that same fill and do, can you see what happened? All of them, 110. What happened? It's not supposed to be so. They're supposed to be increments. 110, 10% of 110 should be what we are going to have in the month of March. So 10% of what we have in March supposed to be what we are going to have in the month of April. That is the increment, supposed to be 10%, 10%, 10%. So what happened? Let's check. Let's inspect what the calculation, so that we can see where the stuff has gone wrong. So let's double click this first one. The first one is right. So the second one, which is March, you can see the guy still used relative cell referencing. If you check the next one, which is April, you can see it jumped down a bit. If you check the next one, May, it jumped down a bit. Check the next one, June, it jumped down. So because the guy assumed that we are using relative cell referencing, and the guy keeps moving. So how do we apply absolute cell referencing? Absolute cell referencing is locking both the row and column of a cell. You lock both the row and column of a cell so that the guy won't move an inch. When you see something like this, how many of us have seen something like this? Hello?
I've seen.
How many of us have seen something like this? $A, $1. It could be in any format. It could be $B, $20, it could be $C. How many of us have seen something like this?
Yes.
Good. So when you see something like this, that means absolute cell referencing is being applied on that cell. On that cell, that's cell A1. That's A1. So absolute cell referencing is being applied on that cell. So both row and column of that cell are locked. Okay. Now, and that's the same thing we are going to apply here. So how do we go about that? So we highlight H20 and we click F4. When you click F4 once, some of us, we are going to use function F4. Some of us, like myself, are going to use just F4. When you highlight H20 and you click F4 once or function F4 once, it's going to lock both the row and column of H20. If you click it the second time, it's going to lock the row alone. If you click it the third time, it's going to lock the column. If you click it the fourth time, hold on, I'm coming, sir. It's going to leave it open. I'm with you, sir.
Well, I'm using a Mac and I don't have the F functions on my Mac.
Oh, that means I may have to. Yeah. Okay, no, don't worry. If you don't have it, what you are going to do is this. You have $sign on your Mac.
Yes.
Good. So just double click in between, move the cursor to before H, and you put your $sign, and you move the cursor in between.
Are you doing something on your screen?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see you do anything. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, you can't see my screen? You can't see my
your
screen.
Screen is like frozen. Okay, now it's moving now. Okay. It was frozen before, so I couldn't see you do anything.
Okay, so let me explain it again. This is the guy
can
you
you
want
explain? Yeah, can you explain that formula again?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I want to do now. Okay. Good. So for you that you're using Mac, right? You move your cursor to the beginning of H and you put your $sign. Then you move it inside again, you put your $sign. When you have your $sign before the alphabet, when you have your $sign before the alphabet, that means you are locking the column. When you have your $sign before the number, you are locking the row. Hello? I'm listening.
Formula again, how you got that formula initially? I know you tried to use it on the relative cell referencing thing and all that.
I didn't get you.
How did you come about that formula? I know you tried to use the relative cell referencing, but can you just pull that again?
Okay. I should go over the which part? Which of the parts?
Getting that formula again, the D20 in February.
Okay. Just a moment, please. Now, you know, on a normal day, when you want to find your percentage, it's usually this multiplied by this. So when you leave it at this, it's just going to give you the growth rate, which is a 10%. Did you get it? So you need to add the main amount to it for you to have both the growth rate, which is the interest, let's call it interest, so that you can have the interest and the amount together. So that's where we have,
Sorry,
that's how I
my
got.
calculation is not giving me 110.
It's not giving you what? It's not giving you
It's
what?
giving me
Sir?
just $10. You just give me $10.
And that means you didn't add that guy again. Okay, look at it. Equals to, I'm clicking this $100, right? Multiplied by this 10%, okay? Plus this $100 again. Can you see it?
Okay.
And when you hit enter, it's going to give you what? $110.
All right.
Are we on the same page now?
Yes, yes, very much.
Now, okay, good.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry, sir.
no problem.
Okay. What are we trying to find? Is it the growth rate?
Yes.
Or
It's the growth rate, yes.
of the savings? That
Yes,
savings
yes.
of $100.
Yes, sir.
That means the assumption is that it will be growing at the rate of 10% every month.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Beautiful. Can I go on?
Yes, please.
Okay. So if you are the type that if
Yes.
you are okay, if you are in the same shoes with him, you are not using Windows, you are using Mac. What you just need to do is move your cursor to the beginning of H and type in your $sign. Then you move it in after H, you type in your $sign. Is that all right? So I've applied absolute self-referencing here now. You can see that it doesn't affect my value. My value still remains the same. So with the help of my fill handle, you can see. So if you inspect your value now, you see that the cell is not moving anywhere. Can you see? You can see the guy is not moving anywhere. Did you get that?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Any question? Does anyone have any question about that?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Which one do you use to log the cell? Is it, you said if you press
Sorry,
F4,
who am I speaking with? Who is this? Okay, Chioma. Okay.
You said if you press F function F for the first one, it will lock only it will lock the cell and you said something, if you press the second time, it will lock, as in I don't get that side.
Okay, let me do it again. Don't worry, let me do it again. Let me call this guy. This guy is H20. I want to put H20 here. Okay, this is my H20. So if you press some of the Windows keyboard, some will accept H4, while some will accept function plus H4. Okay, if you press H4 and it's not locking it, okay, you just do function H4. Are you getting my point? So when you press F4 once, it locks both the row and the column. When you press it the second time, it locks the row. When you press it the third time, it locks the column. Then when you press it the fourth time, it leaves it open. Did you get it?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Any other question, please? Okay, in the absence of no question. So I'm going to leave this other one, the column of $350 for us to do. Let's all try our hands on this. These are first homework. These are first homework. for tonight. Now, let's move on to the next one. We are asked to find determine COGS from 2017 to 2020 if the projected COGS annual decrease is 10% using absolute cell referencing. COGS is a cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. That's the meaning of COGS. For some of us that may be wondering what is COGS, it's cost of goods sold. Now, the first one we did was growth rate. This one is annual decrease. Annual decrease. That means we are taking off 10% from our value. We are taking off 10%. So we are still going to apply the same absolute cell referencing. I'm still going to use that. So equals to this guy 1 minus this guy. What's happening? Not seeing this guy. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. Supposed to be equals to this guy multiplied by 1 minus this guy so I can now use my Philando. Hello. Does anybody have any question? So I can move on.
Hi.
Sorry,
Hello?
go back, sir. Reverse back small.
Okay.
Just reverse back small.
Okay.
Run the formula again, please.
Okay. The form, you know why I did 1 minus. I tried to use.
I wanted to even ask you, sir, how come you got?
I tried to use what is called. Factorization method. You said?
I don't know what you are trying to do. Use a discount factor.
Yes. So that's why I did it, because if I didn't do it like this, it's going to I'm going to mix up the whole thing. I can as well use the same formula for this one. It's going to be 1 plus the percentage. You get? It's the same thing. Because when you open the bracket, it's going to be D33 multiplied by 1, D33. Then D33 minus the percentage. It's still the same thing.
Sorry, can you also demonstrate the plus? Let's see.
Okay. Let me come back here and do it here.
Okay.
You can see.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But when you want to do for negative, it looks somehow. It looks somehow. Because it's supposed to look like, supposed to be like this. This multiplied by this minus this, and you can see it mix up the whole thing. It's going to mix it up.
So I did, okay, all right. Oh, okay. Figure out the mistake.
Simple math.
Okay, I was going to actually ask you something, okay?
Okay, what's that?
It might sound, I don't know.
Okay, just go ahead.
How do you come about
One minus.
Yes, and I think you tried to explain it earlier because you're taking like a discount,
yes,
reduction, and all that.
Yes.
Okay. So, because I'm thinking this is not going to be like a regular question or regular tax to.
No. It's not. It's not going to be a regular question. I'm just trying to use this to explain this.
Okay.
That's now we'll 6 billion. We'll pay or that is Sunday. We pay Alex the lordship. I want to accept to apply the lack.
Can I move on, please? Any other question? Okay.
Yeah, let me ask. In what scenario do you use the 1 minus or 1 plus that you were trying to do then?
Okay. You know when we are talking about increase, when they say 10% plus the original amount, it makes it 110%. Right? I see this guy is telling me, okay, wow. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Good. So when you have 10%, that means the money will be, the original money is 100. The percentage is 10%. So when you bring them together, it becomes 110%. Right? So when you now have a situation whereby you have a decrease. Decrease is a deduction. So you take it away. You take it away. Like for instance now, this 10%, it's a deduction. So it's going to be 100 minus 10, making 90%. So what we are having left that we're supposed to have here is supposed to be equals to this guy multiplied by 0.9. You get? That is 90% multiplied by the original value. So when you're going to do it for the next one, which is this one, is going to be this guy, you know, it's a reducing balance for the people that work in the bank. There's something they call reducing balance. So it's still going to be 90%. So if you check the 90% of this, you take it away from this guy too. So the next one will be equals to this guy multiplied by 0.9. You can see. So the next one will be equals to this guy multiplied by 0.9. Can you see as the stuff is going? So instead of multiplying it with the old value, we'll be multiplying it with the reducing balance. Hello?
Yes, we are with you.
Good. Meanwhile, the increment, you'll be multiplying the increment by by 110%. Be multiplying it by 110%. $100 multiplied by 110% is going to give you 110. Like that, like that, like that. Did you get it? Hello?
Please, I've got a question.
Okay, okay.
So in a case that the percentage is like 20% or 30%, so are we going to change the number to 3 or we're going to change it to 2?
I didn't get that, sir.
From the the last one, the decreasing thingy.
Okay, this one, Abi.
No, here we have 10% here.
We have 10% here, okay?
Yes. So in a case that we've got like 20% or 30%.
Okay, let me
decrease with 20%.
Okay, let's assume that it is 20%.
Yes.
Okay, and not 10%.
Yes.
Good. So the 20% will now be, what you are going to use will now be 80%.
So we're not going to use one. We're not going to use two. Sorry, you're not going to use two.
You are not going to use what?
Two.
No. You are not using two. Look at it. Look at the way it's going to go. Okay. It's going to be this. Equals to, let's assume that it is, let me put it here, 20%. Thank you for that question. 20%. So, okay, beautiful. So the next value will be equals to
percent.
Don't worry. Let me just do this. This multiplied by 1 minus 20. Sorry, 1 minus this guy, which is 20%. Can you see it? Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, now I use 20% there, but if I want to do it the way I did it the other time, it's going to be 5,000 equals to this guy multiplied by 0.8. Hello.
Okay.
Just look at the one that is you are comfortable with. Did you get it?
Yeah.
They are simple maths. I know it's been a long time we left primary school. These are primary school mathematics. So it's kind of confusing, you get. So we are just trying to deal with numbers. This is not what we'll be doing anyway, but it's just to shed more light, to explain absolute referencing. That's why we are trying to do all this. It's not necessarily that we have to be doing calculations like this. So what we are trying to say in essence is this. Absolute cell referencing is using one cell on probably a O column without that cell moving an inch. That's the whole essence of absolute cell referencing. Because you know when you use relative cell referencing and you have two columns side by side, this guy takes this value, this guy takes this value, this guy takes this value. That's the way relative reference reasons. But when it comes to absolute cell reference, we block this cell. We won't allow it to move an inch. So we want this guy to apply to all of this. And that's why we are locking both the row and the column of this guy. Have I explained your question, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Dele.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Can you put the cursor on $110? That's February. I just want to see the formula.
Okay, I've changed it to 1+. Should I take it back?
No, it doesn't mean 1+ means increase.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't mean. I'm just looking at. Okay. Sorry, you mentioned something.
Okay, sir.
Because when I'm doing this, what I do is that I lock it manually. Just and put the dollar sign.
Okay.
But I had because I was driving all through. I just got up now. No, I had you mentioning if you press something, it will lock.
Yes.
Yes. The row and the column together.
Okay. Let me do that here. let's assume I want to use this cell as an example. This cell is H20. So let me say equals to H20. So when you want to lock this, just press F4.
Yes.
F4 will lock it. It's going to lock both the row and the column. But some keyboard may not accept that. You may have to use your function key and F4.
Okay.
But my keyboard is F4.
Okay.
So if you press it once, it locks both the row and the column. If you press it the second time, it locks the row. If you press it the third time, it locks the column. If you press it the fourth time, it leaves it open.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. So we are moving on to the next one, which is the mixed, where is that stuff again? Mixed cell referencing. That is the mixture of in mixed cell referencing, you are dealing with two columns or two cells. You are dealing with two cells. In a situation whereby you lock the row of a particular cell and the other cell, you lock the column. Mixed cell referencing. We are dealing with two cells. And the two of them have different identifiers. Let's assume that we are dealing with A2 and probably J5. A2 and J5, for example, two different cells. When you lock the row of a particular cell, let's assume, for instance, we lock the row of B5. That means the row of J2, the column of J2, that's what we are going to lock. That makes it mixed. When you lock the row of a particular cell, the second cell that they want to work together, you lock the column. Did you get the explanation?
Please take it again, sir.
Okay.
Then I think your screen is frozen or something.
No, the screen is not frozen. I'm not doing anything on the screen. I'm not doing anything.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
Yes, I'm not.
Please take it again, please.
Okay. So mixed cell referencing, you have two cells to deal with. Okay. You are locking the row of a particular cell. Then the other row that they are working together, you lock the column. Did you get it? You lock the row of a particular cell, then the second one that they want to work together, you lock the column. Don't worry, you see it in action. So we want to use mixed cell referencing to get a multiplication table, 15 multiplication table. And we say it 15 multiplication table. So we want to get this done in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute. 15 against 12. So we want to fill this multiplication matrix box in less than 1 minute using mixed cell referencing. So equals to, because we have this guy on column A, which is this multiplied by this guy, is 1. So if we use a normal Philando, you can see it's going to use relative cell referencing, and this is not what we want. So we are going to lock the column of this guy, the column A, which is that. Then we are going to lock the row of this guy. That was too fast. Hello? Hello? Can I take it again, or did we get it?
Okay, you can take it again.
Okay, please. like I was saying, or like I said earlier, you have two cells. This cell.
Sorry, Diolu.
Yes, please. I'm listening. Hello.
No, I think you're going back, right? Are you going back to the formula?
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Like I said earlier, we have two cells that we want to use against each other. This cell B3 and this cell A4. We have the column A and we have the row 3. So this cell is B3, this cell is A4. The guy on the column, we are going to lock the column. The guy on the row, we are going to lock the row. So that makes it mixed cell referencing. Okay, the one on the row, we are locking the row so that it's not going to move column wise. Sorry, we lock the row, then it's going to move column wise. Then the one on the column, we lock the column so that I can move row wise. Okay. Can I move on?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Good. So equals this guy multiplied by this guy. So we now lock it. I highlight this, press my F4. Okay, I think I've locked the column. Then this guy. Oh, sorry.
No.
Did you get that?
Yes.
Any question on that?
Mixed referencing.
Yes, this is mixed cell referencing. I'm listening. I'm with you.
So the second dollar sign is on B3, right? Before B3.
Okay, hold on. Let me take it. Let me go there. It's after B3. It's after B, before 3.
Okay. No wonder my went crazy.
Jolly, sorry. The dollar sign, you said when you use it before and after that, you're locking the column, right?
The dollar sign. If the dollar sign is before the alphabet, that means you are locking the column. So if the dollar sign is before the number, you are locking the row.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Hello? Okay, if there's no question, I have homework for you. Can I go on?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, good. So the homework is this. You are going to create your own multiplication matrix. But this time around, it's not going to be 15 against 12. It's going to be 100 against 100. Hello?
Yeah, with you.
Okay.
It's going to be 100 against 100. So we are going to use, don't worry. I will show you how to, I don't expect you to start typing 1, 2, 3 to 100. So we are going to use one function in Excel to help you generate 1 to 100. Don't worry, I will show you to make life, so that you can make life easy. So you do 1, then you drag it. When you drag it down, it's still going to give you 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then you see this small box. Can you see this small box?
Yes.
So click inside it, and you click fill series.
Okay.
When you click fill series, it's going to automatically increase the number down to 100. So from here, you can now start to drag it. You can see. You can see it. So you get to 100. Okay. Then if you want to do for the one down too, you do it like this. You click the drop down, fill series. You can see.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello. I lost you when we finished the mix cell referencing. I went off. I just logged in now.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've done anything.
You can't lose me. I'm around. Okay. What's that I didn't get?
No, after you explained the mixed referencing, when someone was asking about locking of the row and the column, so I just went off. So I don't know what you did after then.
Okay. I tried to explain that part.
Okay.
He was asking what it means when you have $sign before the alphabet, and when you have the $sign before the number.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yes, I got that part. Okay.
And the one I just did now, did you get it?
No, I just came in now, so I don't know
what I'm trying to say is I'm giving homework. And the homework is you are creating your multiplication matrix. 100 against 100.
Okay.
You know, they always say that the class work is 1 + 1, but the assignment or exam is 100 times 150.
No problem.
Okay, so
yeah,
I don't expect you to start typing 1, 2, 3, 40, 100. You get? So Excel has a function, inbuilt function, that is called fill series that can help us to generate 1 to 100. All you just need to do is type 1. Can you see my 1?
Yes.
So just drag it down. When you drag it, you see this small box.
Yeah.
Can you see this small box?
Yes.
So click inside that box. Then you see fill series.
Okay.
When you click fill series, then it's going to fill it for you. Generate your number, seal 100. So if you stop at 23, then you continue dragging it. Then you can see it like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So likewise, if you want to do it column wise, you drag it down, then you click your fill series. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So are we working on 100 by 100?
Yes. Yes. You do it under. Do it there. You can do it. I know you can do it. You have the capacity. Any other thing? What I will do is this. I have a video on this, some of the things that we did, and some of the Excel shortcuts. I made a video on that. So probably later in the day or tomorrow, I'm going to drop the link in the group chat. So you can check the video out and like, subscribe, share, and all that. Because Excel, sorry, hold on, please. Excel has over 200 shortcuts. And the more you use it, the better for you. And it makes life easy when you're working in Excel environments. Did you get it? I'm listening, sir.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, you said you're going to share a link with us. So when can we get the, like this is going to be like our second session. Where can we get the link to the video so far? So in case we need to go back before you bombard
the other one, oh, so sorry. The other one, I didn't even remember to send it. I'm sorry. I'm going to drop the other one right away. Then this one, as soon as this one is ready too, I will drop it.
Thank
Then
you.
plus the other one too. Yes. So
Thank
sorry.
you.
Somebody sent me a message during the week, but I forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. I forgot. So I will drop it this evening. I think I copy it. I think it's somewhere around on my system self. I can't remember where exactly it is on my system, but I know I have it in my email address. So I have it in my box. So I'm going to share it.
So this assignment that you have given to us, are we going to send it to you?
Yeah, you do the screenshots and send it to me, please.
I don't know, considering the length of data, I don't know whether the phone will be able to capture the entire
Why won't it? It can capture it. Don't give me an excuse. It can capture it.
So I don't know when we are dragging it, it was taking you down.
Don't worry.
So except one is going to reduce the size of the sheet.
Do it whichever way.
And you know, when it reduces the size and you snap it, you might not be able to see everything.
Don't worry.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to